Good day, ladies and gents, and welcome back to War Thunder. Now, today we're kicking it off with a Spitfire style of intro and video, since I want to remember the legends that have brought me to this game. Anyways, you might notice that my two previous videos, which are shot in the whoop-de-doo style of format, well, they haven't done so well. And I believe it is because I'm a new YouTuber and YouTube doesn't prioritize short form videos, so I'm trying out to create a longer type of video. Anyways, we take a drop tank for aim 7Es and for aim 9Ps. We take some flares and chaff. By the way, guys, you can almost run complete flares in this thing. You won't face many aim 7s or other radar guided missiles, which you can't defeat without chaff. So I recommend that you take some like 90% flares and 10% chaff. Anyways, I want to welcome all of you who are new to my channel, and hopefully by the end of this you will have subscribed and liked the video. Anyways, today we're taking a look at the F-4EJ. Now this is the same as the F-4EJ ADTW, which is premium, and the ADTW part stands for Air Development Test Wing. Anyways, now these two are considered some of the worst phantoms in the game. But before you dismiss them entirely, keep in mind that it benefits from a favorable matchmaking system. Now, yesterday this thing sat at 11.3 and today it sits at 11.0, which makes a huge difference actually. Anyways, the missiles on this aircraft aren't great, even though you're a missile bus. Anyways, you get 4 AIM-9Js, which are labeled as AIM-9Ps, but they're the same. And these are common among all Japanese jets. As soon as you get something like the F1, the F-4EJ carries them, the F-4EJ Kai carries them as well, but you get some AIM-9Ls as well. Anyways, you get 4 AIM-7 Sparrows as well. However, these aren't the AIM-7E2s. These are the AIM-7Es. These track slower and they take longer to reach full maneuverability. Essentially, treat them like AIM-7E2s if you're used to the AIM-7E2s, but just keep in mind that they take a moment to wake up, so to speak, before functioning properly. That said, these missiles are not ideal for close-range engagements, even though I killed an Su-39 today from a rear aspect shot with these. He was flaring, thinking I was shooting AIM-7Ps at him, but it was an AIM-7E, and I killed him. This was because we were closing on him, so to speak, and it simulated a head-on shot, almost, if that makes any sense to you guys. Anyways, that said, these missiles are not ideal for close-range engagements, particularly in head-ons. Additionally, you'll find yourself outranged by opponents carrying AIM-7Fs, which are prevalent in this BR. As a result, I usually only carry 2 Sparrows when I'm in an up tier, by jettisoning 2 of them and keeping the other 2. And in a down tier, I just use only 4 of my Sparrows. And I do this because these Sparrows weigh 220 kilograms each, which is quite a lot. And again, in a down tier, these Sparrows can be much more effective. Many planes at 11.3 and their players aren't familiar with battle radar missiles and underestimate them. We fire off an F4 at an F5 here with an AIM-7E. We can see there's a MiG-21 BIS, I think that's the Finnish one, and a J-35XS. Now the other MiG-21 BIS has popped up here. We try and lock the MiG-21, but he's kind of turning away from me. And at the end, I'm gonna show you the rewards of this thing, obviously, and the rewards I got from getting an ace hard carry. Now, we fire off an AIM-7E here at the F-4C, and the first one actually ends up tracking and killing the guy. And here we fire another one just for good measure, and as you can see, we send him right back to the hangar. Now, I want to talk about the skin a little bit. It's really cool. I got it off the marketplace. It's super nice. And we see that there's a MiG-21 here coming in for us, and we gun him down and send him back to the hangar as well. Get a crit, and he ends up burning up. Now, another MiG-21 here. We try and get a couple of shots in, but we miss. It was just too close. And we try and keep fast, stay fast, keep nice and stable here in the turn. And we see an F5 here that's coming in for the head-on. We shoot a couple of shots and I turn off. Now I didn't hit anything, but I now know that this guy is not a very good player and he will full commit head-ons. So I'll use that to my advantage if I find him again. Speaking of which, we see an Su-24 and a MiG-21 heading back to base. The Su-24 is struggling and he gets taken out by the tornado. Now the F5 is turning in again. Now we spray a couple of rounds, we turn off, the F5 full commits, and we get him out of the match. Anyways, the MiG-21, he is returning to the airbase. Now this guy is gonna camp his airfield and then laugh and chat that one of my teammates tried to kill him. And we actually don't go for him right now. We head back to our runway. As you can see, ooh, need to sleep some more. Anyways, as you can see, we've kind of ran out of targets here. So I'm gonna start killing some ground targets. We have a Vulcan 20mm which can pierce through the light tanks and the medium tanks as well. And as you can see, if you just don't have anything else to do, just go ahead and go take care of the tickets, go take care of the ground targets here, the AI. And a little tip from me to you, you don't actually have to completely destroy a ground target to kill it, especially the vehicles and stuff. You don't have to actually completely remove all the crew, so to speak, to get rid of the ground target. Setting a fire will take care of it. Now, these AI, I guess, they aren't equipped with fire extinguishers, so as soon as you set fire to a fuel tank or a engine compartment or module, they will burn up, like we've seen right there. And so you can just aim for the engine compartment and you don't really have to waste all of your ammo. Now we've seen A10A here. We know it's the premium version, and we take the head-on, we fire a couple of rounds, we turn off, he full commits because obviously he's a premium player and he's in an A10A, so what does he want to do in the realistic anyways? And we get that kill, we get that dub, and we head back to the airfield now. 2 minutes of fuel, but that's more than enough to get back to the airfield. And I just want to talk a little more about the F4s here, especially in the Japanese tech tree. As you can see, one of my teammates was just taken out by flak, and the guy is molding in chat, the guy that's airfield camping. And so I just head back to the airfield since I don't want to die to 8 AAA, and I don't want to support that kind of behavior. But anyways, I head back here to the airfield and I want to talk a little bit more about the F4s in the Japanese tech tree. They're really, really bad. They used to be some of the best Phantoms and planes even. They used to be the top tier planes of the entire game. But now they're just suffering missile bosses which are pretty mid. And I don't recommend to anyone to actually play this. So if you can, try and go for the F-16, and then with the F-16 try and grind out the F-15, I guess, if you're in the Japanese tech tree, but don't play the F4s. They're not great unless you want to bomb a little bit in sim, but even then, there's better planes to do that. And if you want to go bomb in sim, then do it with the premium one. But as you can see, we get a drogue chute and we can extend our landing gear at 500 kph, which is pretty good. It's not as good as the T2, which you can extend your landing gear at like 700, but as you can see, the trick is still available. If you haven't taken any damage and you're on the airfield, you can J out and spawn back in and you'll instantly be rearmed. Anyways, we take off here, but let's get to talking about these F4 some more. Now, the F-4EJ Kai does offer advantages like AIM-9Ls, AIM-7Fs, and more countermeasures, but the airframe is as bad as the F-4EJ. Now, you do get an F-16 radar in the F-4EJ Kai, however, you sit at battle rating 12.7, which is a whole 1.7 above this, and it just makes it everything worse. So the planes you face, the F-4EJ Kai, are F-15s, F-14s, MiG-29s, Su-33s, which are better in every aspect and will just ruin your fun. So I don't recommend playing the F-4EJ Kai at all. Now, I'd recommend skipping this plane, of course, and I'd recommend skipping the F-4EJ Kai as well, as I've already said. Now, if you want to sign up for War Thunder, I have a link below, which you can use, and you'll get free 200 GE, and you'll help support the channel. And huge thanks to my YouTube members and Patreon members as well. I want to give a huge shout out to them. Now we fire a missile off here at the MiG-15. And guys, I'll just let you know here, if you want to tap out of the video, you're more than welcome to. We end up getting team killed, but we still win, obviously. And the guy who's team killing is that guy right there in the J7D. And yeah, he ends up team killing another player. But anyways, for the guys who are still watching, we strafe a BTR 152 here. We go and get the medium tank, or try to, but the medium tank disappears into the ground. So we go for the object 906. Again, we set fuel to him. We set fire to his fuel tank right there. And as you can see, that's enough to kill him eventually. And we completely miss our rounds on the strike baker, but that's beside the point. We don't talk about that. Anyways, we see the MiG-21 coming in here, and we instantly head to him. Now we try and lock him up on radar, but as you can see, the radar is just not cooperating. He's notching us, and there's some terrain behind him. Now as soon as the terrain disappears, then we get a lock, but we lose the lock again. Now the MiG-21 is coming in here, and we try and actually got him, and we get pretty close here, but I move my aircraft to the left side. I bank it to the left side, and I can't get the shot in. So that denied me the kill right there. And in a 1v1, you'll always lose to the MiG-21, even if you're in an F4 with the Advanced Eagle upgrade. And we get team killed by that guy right there, and I'll head into the lobby and show you what my rewards are for this match. We also report that guy for team killing, and remember, this is a non-premium account, so my rewards were 40k SL, 17k RP, and I'll show you the rewards of the ace kill hard carry game right here. Anyways, I hope you liked the video. Hopefully you'll subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.